So as soon as I start the episode, I hear this man screeching and my ears start to bleed. Like, seriously. Like, oh my god. Like, yo, that man's screeching has to be the most unnerving sound I have just heard in a while. Like, I've seen a lot of anime, but just the way the sound effect is on just seeing the movement of the jaw just going back and forth to the sound. I seriously feel so bad for headphone users. Like, if you're a headphone user and you have your audio all the way up and you, like, press play on this episode, oh my god, you're in pain. Like, I know for a fact you probably can't hear anything anymore. But okay, all jokes aside, can we talk about that power play that the main villain of the series did? Like, that man straight up holding a little girl that's apparently his child, talking to his wife, and then while Tanjiro's looking at him, he scratches this dude and turns him into a demon. Like, this man is all around so many complex emotions, I don't even know how to feel about him, because, like, the man straight up, he really is being built up as a good villain, because I didn't really know how to feel about him. As soon as we saw his character, I'm just like, whoa, this is completely unexpected for someone that is a monster that apparently has created all of these demons. And so, it just makes you start to wonder. So, let's dive right into that. Let's talk about Muzan as a character and what he is, like, what drives him. So, clearly, he does have a lot of mystery about him. We don't obviously know his origin story or anything, or how he even became, like, pretty much like the first demon, I'm assuming, to really start creating demons. But we know for a fact that he is someone that definitely has a human side to him. He is able to make casual conversation with this human woman, which is his wife, and then his daughter, which is, like, I'm surprised. Like, apparently demons can actually have children with a human. So that is definitely something I think was clarified. Unless somehow he's brainwashed them or they're demons in disguise. Who really knows? But the main point is, though, it's very obvious when you look at his, like, character, the way he looks in general, he looks like a demon. Anyone that is passing by him and looks into his eyes, the way his claws are and everything, he's definitely a demon. So I feel like the wife and the daughter definitely know. At the very least, or at least the wife knows. Maybe not the daughter, but at the very least the wife knows, if they're not being brain controlled in some way. So that leaves a lot of questions. So he has a family, which I think is incredibly dangerous, because for him to have a family, it leaves open a lot of weaknesses. For instance, if someone captures his family, if he does care about them, then they can get to him, and then he will be executed when they end the reign of demons. So it's obviously not that simple. And you're not going to tell me that no one has ever found out that he has a family. There's just no way, because we found out from, Tanjiro's sensei that he also can smell certain demons. He has a certain sense about him. So we know for a fact Tanjiro isn't the only individual that's able to track down senses of a demon. So because of that, we know for a fact that he's probably been found in the past. The question is, though, why have they not done anything about it? If this is where he's mainly hiding out in this town, because obviously he must be very wealthy to have that type of outfit, and very high up, it just makes me wonder, like, why is he not being dealt with? What's going on there? So, that's another question. But, besides the mystery of that, he also has mystery to where he has fear. Like, he's able to put fear on individuals, even demons. Like, for instance, the demon that Tanjiro was fighting at the beginning of this episode that was doing a screeching sound, when he started to ask him about Muzan, he's like, who is this? Like, tell me about him. And he just started to shake. He started to remember a little flashback scene where the man grabbed him, was choking him and all that. And he's like, don't ever say anything about me. I will know instantly. Which is kind of scary, which basically implies that he's able to have some form of, I'm assuming, link with every demon. Either A, he has the ability to kind of, he's clairvoyant, where he could see everything, or he is someone that is just spiritually linked to all the demons, and he could tell when they go against him. Whatever the case may be, it makes you wonder then, what did he do to Nezuko? Because if this is something he commonly does with all demons, then what's going on with Nezuko? Like, would she be in the same spot against him? That's a question I have. But, anyways, the man does inspire fear. So it's going to be hard for Tanjiro to be able to gain knowledge on this man. Another question I have is, why did that demon actually track him down? That is another thing, because looking at the image, we don't really know what that scene was about. Like, we don't know what really led to it. We don't know why, this demon was there in the first place. All we know is that he did something to anger Muzan, and Muzan grabbed him by the throat and then told him that. And you could assume he was already a demon at that point. That's what I'm assuming. And if that really is the case, then why did he hunt him down? Did he just want to know answers about who his creator was or why he made his body like this? Or was he someone that, so to say, he was at one point a good guy, but then he lost his way? Which is another thing, too. If we go into the fact of how his purpose was, like the character that was annihilated by Tanjiro in this episode, he was someone that went after women. Like, he went after and selected. He went out and selected women to hunt. And if that is the case, maybe he was someone that was hunting Muzan's, family. Maybe that's why he did that. Because it's kind of interesting that type of character's like that, and that's how he hunts, and then we see Muzan's family introduced in this episode. Maybe that is their connection and why he did that. Regardless, if he does make every single demon fear him, it's going to be very hard getting any information at all. And there's other things, too. It's not just that. The man also proves that he's able to just instantly make a demon, instantly. He doesn't have any problems with it. There's nothing special about it. He just has to basically scratch you, and you're turning into a demon. So he can really cause a lot of problems. And that's kind of scary, honestly. That's really, really scary. And I think that may be another reason to why maybe the Demon Slayers haven't attacked him, even though they know where he's at, is because if they try to mess with him, he'll basically just start scratching everybody and just create an army around him. There's not really much you can do about that when he can instantly turn all of humanity into his puppets. Which, by the way, that could be the reason why he's in a major city. Think about that. If he's in a larger city that's so populated, which we saw in this episode, there was multiple shots of showing just the high density of the population, it makes it easy for him to fit in, kind of traverse around where no one will notice him, and even if they do, they mess with him, there's just so many people around him, scratch him, turn into demons. So yeah, he does have the perfect cover. He has a lot of people he can use to protect himself, so maybe that is the reason. Regardless, though, he's a very complicated character, and I do want to know more about him because I have so many mixed feelings. So many mixed feelings after what he did to that dude at the end of the episode. And I wonder what Tanjiro's going to do. Obviously he's got to hunt that demon that's attacking people, but is he going to just let the dude run away? Is he going to let the dude just get away, or is he just going to also chase after him? Because he's the main reason why his entire family is gone in the first place. Because, remember, Muzan was the individual that went out of his way to attack Tanjiro's family. He's the one that caused Nezuko to be like she is. So that's like his arch nemesis. That's who he has to bring down. And obviously it's too early in the story for him to be brought down, but I just wonder if Tanjiro's going to, think about the demon that's already attacking people, or is he going to look at that man? Regardless, I still want to know more about the family. But I'll drop that for now. Anyways, let's get into the boy that was left behind. For instance, the boy that lost everything. Anyone else realize with Tanjiro giving the man all those little trinkets and stuff, like the headpieces of all the women that died, he was effectively framing that dude? Okay, I know for a fact this is an anime and it's probably not going to go like that, but if this was real life, there's no way someone's going to believe his story of a demon was kidnapping everybody and, ate people, unless it's common knowledge. I just don't assume demons are common knowledge in this society. I just don't believe it. And so if that really is the case, then the dude walking up, taking that girl home that's unconscious, clearly in the middle of the episode, taking her home, and as soon as the family sees him, they're going to assume that he's someone that has done all these horrible things to the women. And he's going to be blamed because he has all their headpieces. So Tanjiro basically framed the man. He's going to go die. So just really? It's kind of messed up when you really put it in that perspective. He probably is going to get executed because Tanjiro did not explain at all to anyone. And so it's going to look bad on that man when he just comes back with a girl that was unconscious the entire time that was obviously probably kidnapped, and then him bringing back all these headpieces. So, yeah. Anything else? I guess another thing to really talk about is Tanjiro and his ability to fight underwater. It actually kind of makes sense why he's able to fight like he did in the beginning stages of this episode, because he was someone that trained high up on a mountain. and because of that training, he was able to get used to lack of oxygen or low oxygen, and so he's able to probably hold his breath a lot longer than a normal human being, but also deal with less oxygen than a normal human being would normally have to deal with. So that's the thing. Tanjiro really is good. That training he had with his sensei really helped him out a lot for a lot of situations, and I think it's going to continue to help him as time progresses. But I think I want to wrap up this video here. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And with that, Chibi out.